Okay, it is about 10 minutes after 2. I'm about 10 minutes later than I wanted to be. There's some rogue hairs going on here. If anybody wants to know after the hair mask, how at about 2 a.m. I got up and put curlers in my hair because it was finally about 80% dry. I have such thick hair. This is what the curlers did to my hair. The foam curlers, and I'm here to tell you, if you put a lot of conditioner on before you foam curl, you will never have the frizz that most people have with foam curlers. So there's your tip. If you put a hair mask on or a lot of conditioner before you put on the foam curlers, you will never have the frizz that most people have with foam curlers. So there's your tip from your local redneck today. It is like super sunny outside. I've got on the hooded t-shirt. All my hair out of my way. I've got on the hooded t-shirt. It's very comfortable. The sleeves aren't super short. They're super short. Super short. But it's comfortable, and the split in the side makes it more comfortable. It actually fits. I don't remember purchasing this, but I'm glad it showed up in my bag because I love it. I may have saw it and put it in my cart, and who knows. So anyway, this is the hair after all the curlers and a few hours being up today. All the hair mask, a little nighttime routine when I feel like I need a little extra. Y'all, I've got enough hair for 5 people, and I'm not lying. And back in the early 90s when we did the big fan bang, I had lots of hair. I had some big honking fan bangs. So this is what it looks like after the curlers and all that rigmarole. So the curlers at Temu do work. If you don't like foam curlers because you think they are frizzy, just put a leave-in conditioner or a good hair mask and then let it dry to about 80% and then roll it. So, and that will cut down on the frizz that you normally see. So we're going to go through some Temu items. Oh, and here's my JoJo necklace. It's a little horse that says JoJo in the middle. JoJo was the last horse that I owned and trained before my neuromuscular disorder disabled me, before they did all the surgeries that screwed me up. I'll just say that. So I have a very soft place in my heart for that last horse that I was able to train. I miss him. We're going to go through some Temu. What a hairdo. Looks like a Dolly Parton hairdo, doesn't it? Wow, what would Dolly do? She would probably take my hairdo today. Okay, so we're going to go through some Temu. And these are the curls you get with the foam curlers at Temu. And if you put a heavy leave-in conditioner and a heavy mask in, these are the curls you get. I like them. I need to do something better with my hair today. It looks horrible, but I didn't want to fix it and then not be able to show you the texture or that it wasn't super, super, super frizzy. So this is what it gets. This is what it gets you. If you watched my shorts yesterday, you saw the Living Dead Girl look that I did with the black and red lipstick. I actually really liked it after I washed it off. I was kind of like, I think I like that more than I thought I did. Maybe I'm goth. I don't know. But all I can say is it was much nicer than I thought it was going to be. The red is really, really nice. The black is, if you're goth, you need to buy that lipstick immediately. It's in the link of my short about Temu makeup can transform you. So if you're goth, go and buy that immediately because it is amazing. Okay, now let's go through some Temu. I've got a bag here. Losing hair. I've just got my hair clipped up in the back just to keep it out of my way for a moment while we do this. So this is the package where I got the ribbon to pack my daughter's baby shower bag. That's got to go through a couple of states to get to her. I'm not going to be going down until after she has the babies and gets home. That's what me and the rest of the family down there have decided would be best. So I'm going to go and stay with her for a couple weeks after she gets home and settled. But I got this ribbon, and I got a lot of it, so I can make bows and put bows on things as I tie up the presents. So this is really pretty. I'm really, really pleased with this. This is actually really good quality ribbon. and no weird smell. It just is really pretty, and I like the stripes in it. So gonna be packing up her bag later. Of course, she's having twins, one boy, one girl, so that means I had to go and get the pink version of that as well. So let's look at the pink version and see what Temu has done with those. I think the blue is actually probably prettier, but it's I'm not much of a pink person. I sit here in an apricot shirt saying I'm just not much of a pink person. But since we got little Missy in there hiding behind Bubba, we got to celebrate her too. And I have bought little Missy some cute outfits. Let me tell you what. I plan on making little Missy just as mean as she can be so she can survive in today's world. I really do like both sets of these. I just like the blue better, but the pink is very pretty. It's striped. It's already dovetailed. All I'm going to do is tighten a bow and put it around some bags that I'm going to wrap little gifts in. I've got her mama utility bag, and I'm going to, oh, I've got a stray hair. Woo. I'm going to pack her mama utility bag with all her necessaries and all the really fun gifts that I bought. Send it down there in a big cellophane wrapped bow with confetti and stuff in it. And it's going to be a surprise at the tail end of her baby shower table will be a gift from me, who she doesn't think is going to be there in any way. And then I was just going to bring all the stuff when I come, but I'm going to sneak them down so that she can have gifts from her mama and the rest of the family at her baby shower down there. She's got a wonderful family down there, but, that's just something that mamas want to be part of. I don't know what they packed in this, but this is the best packing I've ever received from Temu. Take that back. It tore off immediately. Hang on. Let me get the other tab. Come on. Don't break on me. Oh, it broke on me too. I take back what I said. It was not good packing. We'll just tear into it. This is why I put on nails, apparently. I don't know what this is. I mean, I should, but I forget everything I order. What are you? You are another piece of cardboard. Okay. Piece of cardboard inside a cardboard. Oh, this is a card. Oh, this is a card. So this is the card I got to go with my baby shower big bundle. It's going to be like a huge Easter, like, you know how they wrap Easter baskets and put the big bows on them? Oh, and all my bracelets are still alive. And I had to switch the moissanite to the right hand because my left hand's too small. So this is going to be the card that goes into the baby shower gift that I send them. It's blank on the inside. I really like that so I can write what I want. And it says shits and giggles are coming your way. Mostly shits though. Now watch me shake. My neuromuscular disorder has been weird this week. I am one of those moms that just thinks you need to laugh at things. Laughter heals a lot of things. So I had to get this when I saw it. I was like, she will be like, yep, that's mom. Let's see. Well, it wouldn't be a Temu haul if I didn't get jewelry. Would it? No, it wouldn't. And I think I got the gold in these too because I'm having an issue with in later in life and I don't know why. Oh, look, they're little hoops that attach in your ear. Oh, that's so cute. No, I like them better than I didn't know they did that. Now let's see how easy they are to come apart. Because with nails on, you only have like an eighth of your finger to work with there. Oh, that's pretty good. That's how it comes apart. You see that? That's how it comes apart. I broke down and ordered, okay, because this moissanite ring didn't really thrill me. So I broke down and bought another moissanite ring. More of a standard ring that I would normally go for if I was wanting something on my wedding band finger, which my wedding set is too big for me now where I've lost so much weight. So I need something. Oh, those are cute. I have two. I should have got three because I have 3 holes in each ear. That is so cute. I mean, a little dainty, but cute. But so I broke down and bought a bigger moissanite. Now, I'm still not getting the expensive one, guys. I'm not that person. I'm not that person that thinks jewelry is something that, people need to see you wear and need to find you. And I'm more of an express yourself kind of person. So I like jewelry that people see and they're like, okay, that's her personality. But since my wedding, my one neighbor's son bought a motorcycle, and I swear if I could shove it up his hiney, and I would. He came through here at 11 o'clock last night, and I just opened the door and looked at him like, really? Really? And he stopped and he went away. I have to leave my phone on because my mother may yell at me. Sorry. I can't even get this one open because of my nails. See, this is what happens when you put nails on, ladies. Nails are not pretty additives to your life. It's like a Chinese finger trap so the men can keep running the world while we're busy trying to open earrings. That's just my perspective. Being a retired parole officer, that's just my perspective. We got 2 people in here. I'm going to leave this up so everybody can see it, but holler and let me know you're in here and talk to me. Talk to me, Pete. If you know what song that's from, you get bonus points from this little redneck. Okay, let's see. Oh, here goes my neighbor's son. Yeah. You ain't got a penny to your name, but grab that motorcycle. Woo. Sorry, he irritates me. I don't pay child support, but he'll buy a $100,000 freaking motorcycle. I'm using tools now to open this because it won't open. And I still can't get it open. Oscar just looked at that like, why did you throw that at me? Well, I may grab it. Yes, Oscar, did you hear that big noise out there? That is called an idiot on 2 wheels. Move. Okay, we may not be able to get this one open until I can get to my needle nose pliers and get into it. I'm telling you what, some of these things, they latch. And they latch really good, especially if you have a neuromuscular disorder and your hands are foobarred anyway. It's just what it is. So, my hair is killing me, y'all. So, raise your hand if you did watch my hair thingy last night about how I get my hair to get through all of my health problems without looking like it's done. Because this is how much hair I have. And it's got a hair mask in it. I really need to rinse it again today and wash it, but I got enough hair for like 3 to 5 people at least. But I do like the big fluffy foam roller curls because if you put leave-in conditioner, they don't frizz. A lot of people don't know that. I really love these. I did spritz just a little bit of that curl spray on there, the first one I got. I like it. I think it's helping them hold a little bit because I have heavy hair and it pulls my curls out. I am from Appalachia, the Cumberland Plateau. But before you say anything about my twang, I have a master's in psychology and I supervised murderers for a decade. And I supervised juvenile offenders before that, and I did counseling. So, and if you really must know, I speak the Scots-Irish language, which is only like 2 generations removed from the Queen, the people that came over here to settle this wild nation. So I'm actually speaking closer to the Queen's English than most anybody else around here. Everybody else is speaking something that's been tattered and torn over the last 80 years. So I have been recorded by linguistics professors because I have the dying dialect of Appalachia. So I'm fine. Fine in the frog hair split 5 ways. Okay. Yes, I was correct. I got them in gold as well. Buy one thing, might as well buy the other. Okay, these are the iridescent bags that I got to put a lot of the onesies and the small baby shower gifts in for my daughter and the twins. I had to get several of them because I've got a lot. They come with little gold ties, but I'm also going to put the pink and blue bows on them to say it's for the boy or it's for the girl, so that when she digs through the little, it was like a big bag that I'm putting together for her. She can tell immediately it's a girl gift, it's a boy gift, and know where to put it. Because I imagine she's going to be swamped with presents that day. I've also been buying storage containers. These come flat, and you just pop them out, and then pops. And you have this that you put in the bottom to keep it out. Works better if you have a table to sit on. And then this is the lid. And you can hide so much stuff in these, and it's nice because I have a lot of nails, a lot of makeup, a lot of skincare, and so I like to hide it. I don't like for people to see it when they visit my home, so I hide it. I love baskets and I love storage organizers, and I need to get my house back in shape. The winter times are not good for me because I have a neuromuscular disorder, so the winter times are very difficult for me. Today it's almost 60 here in my neck of the woods, and I'm loving it. But I know it won't last long. So I'm trying to have a good day. I had a good day yesterday too, so I'm trying to get as many things done as I can. And they also have little Velcro tabs, so they Velcro shut. I got a green and a tan because I have a camo house basically because my husband is a trapper and tanner, and I do native artwork because I'm part Cherokee. I do native artwork and talking sticks, rattles. I do lots of native stuff. So our house is mostly taxidermy and camo. I have put down a few more rolls of this foam trim, and I have to say I'm very impressed with it. I need to take a video and show you all. You have to glue just a little bit where it starts, where it ends, or where it connects to another one. Other than that, it sticks really well. I don't have any problems with this. Like, this is, I'm in love with it so far, and I'm putting up wallpaper, so it'll be a while before I can do the top trim, but I'm doing the baseboards. We took baseboards up and did a whole bunch of crap a few years ago and never put anything back. And we thought we had big plans to change things. Well, then spring and summer got here and we got busy going, fishing and doing other stuff on my good days. And we didn't get that done. And so now I'm trying to like make up for lost time and do just, I like to change things every few years. So this is a very cheap way for me to lock the house temporarily until I change it. How many women out there change a house every year or so? I mean, you change the whole motif, the whole thing. Okay, this is just a little silver wave ring. And actually, I'm wondering if it might go behind my moissanite. Let's see. I like the moissanite, but I'm here to tell you, I'm not super impressed with them. Now, it may be the kind of ring that I got. Yeah, it will kind of tuck behind there. It kind of tucks behind there pretty good. It may be the kind of ring that I got that's got the two little diamonds on the V. Let me pull it down so you can tell which is which. But I did go back and order just a normal looking engagement ring to see if I liked it any better. Just because I've lost so much weight, my wedding set does not fit me currently. And I'm not going to have it because it's so expensive. I'm not going to have it sized until I'm done losing weight. So that'll be a while. Okay, rings. Wouldn't be in order without rings. I got these. These would actually go good with my outfit today. But I have on the white with the little hearts for Valentine's Day. But I really love these. These are the cat's eye looking things. I love these. I mean, 44 cents to $1.98 is so much better than, $40, $50 for a manicure. And I got some of the cuticle scratcher stones that you rough up your nails and push your cuticles and stuff back with. I got a 3-pack. Those were seriously super cheap. But I got my dad something. Now, my dad lives on he manages a cattle farm, lives on a cattle farm. He's 70 or 71. Outspoken. He was a blacksmith for like 30 years of his life and managed massive horse farms and cattle farms. I grew up managing horse farms and cattle farms. But my dad is absolutely, he says what he wants to say and he says it loud. And I listen, and he's been wanting one of these hats for a while, so I got him one. And this is where I have to say, don't bring your emotions to my channel because I don't care about your emotions. I'm a very nice person, but when you try to sway me emotionally, I'm going to be like, beep, bye. But he wanted a Trump hat, so I got him a Trump 2024 hat. And I really like the texture of this. It's kind of like a suede denim cross. I really like that. He wanted one of these, so I got him one. They were super cheap. And all their hats are super cheap, and they're actually really good quality. He does prefer the snapback just because that's what he's worn his whole life. So I got him that because I got Mama sewing shirts that were funny, so I had to get Dad something. Okay, now let's start looking at this huge bag here. I've got some health and beauty stuff that I'm going to be doing a health and beauty haul about, but I also have some other stuff that is just regular stuff we need to look at. You ever open a bag and go, what the crap is that? Oh, I know what it is. I think I know what it is. So I'm not buying, I've bought one pair of pants just so I can wear my holster when I go help my husband check the snare line. Mostly all I do is sit in the car when he goes. But I have one pair of real pants that still fits me, and I keep one pair that fits me because you can't put a holster on. I'm trying to look at other holster options while I'm losing all this weight, but I'm used to where I'm ex-law enforcement. I'm used to a side holster, so it's hard for me to transfer. But I mean, I can. I will eventually. But I saw these, and they're just leggings. They're just thick leggings, but they look like camo pants, and they're actually really nice quality. And from far away, I doubt anybody could tell because they are actually really thick. I'm actually quite tickled with these. they're really good, thick quality. Oh, and they even serged the hem before they hemmed it. That's nice. Yeah, when you pull, you don't see much of the stitch. It's got a faux button, faux pockets, faux back pockets. These are cute. I like to wear them with some of my neutral colored shirts. And I wear a lot of leggings right now because I'm just losing too much weight too quickly to buy jeans. And I'm not going to waste all my money on jeans. So that's where I am in that battle. This, I believe, is, yeah, this is cute. This is something that I don't think I'll fit into right away, but maybe by the summer I can. It is a star shirt. And it's got star cutouts. So you'll have to wear like a black bra underneath it. But it's got, oh yeah, this, well actually this will probably already fit me. But it'll fit better in the summer. It's got star cutouts. So look, see, you can see through. So you have to wear a black bra or bralette underneath it because you can totally see through most of the stars. I just thought that was neat. I just thought that was super neat. And it was super inexpensive. And it was one of those quirky things that I think you should have quirky things. Hey, how are you doing? Retail therapy on a budget. Everybody that comes back and watches this, go sub to her. She's the sweetest thing. And I love her cats. I actually liked your bedroom setup too. I thought that worked out really well. But I love her cats. And I love that the other one like made a brief, cameo and then whoom, was gone. But here's my horse necklace I bought the other day if you want to see it, Mary. And it says JoJo. It's after my last horse that I trained before I got this stupid neuromuscular disorder. My husband bought me a 2-year-old, and I said, "Are you trying to kill me?" He was actually the best horse I ever owned. Let's see what else we've got here. I'm saving some of the health and wellness stuff so that we can go through it together. And you better not be my mother. It wasn't my mother, it was my mother-in-law. Isn't that strange? It wasn't my mother, it was my mother-in-law. I shall call her back in just a moment. I'm almost done. I'm saving all the health and wellness stuff until I can sit here and live go through prices with you. This is another Moon and Star, and it's kind of like a mesh see-through top. Just wear a bralette with it or use it as a swimsuit cover-up. I know I'm fat, but I wear a fat girl bikini. And if you come in my backyard in my pool and you see me and you go blind, you deserve to because you breach the sanctity of my home. That's just how I feel. But I really like this. This is really cute, really pretty. It's the only thing I pulled out that has a weird smell to it. That's okay. It can be washed with everything else. And I don't think I have any more clothes in here. I think the rest of this is all the health and wellness. I mean, I got a lot of health and wellness stuff. A lot. Oh, that's my bonnet. I got a new bonnet because I've about killed my old bonnet that I sleep in. Let's see. What are you? Oh, I have another moissanite purchase. I don't even remember purchasing that one. We might ought to see what that is. Oh, and I got these sponges. Sorry, I thought they were cute. We got a large body of work to do later to go through and compare prices on all of this health and wellness stuff. The one thing I will show you is this new bonnet. I like it much better because it has the ties on it instead of the elastic that pulls on my forehead. I can't stand that. So this goes around the back. This comes up at the top, and you tie it up at the top. You can tie at the bottom, I guess, too, but I'm going to tie it up at the top. And that way I'm not feeling like at night my eyes are getting pulled back the wrong way. But it's really pretty, and these are really soft and like knit, so they're going to tie really easily. And of course that is, I have one right now that's black with just the band around it, and whoo, it hurts. I love my necklace too. It's only $4.94. Okay, so let's look at this moissanite, and then I'm going to call my mother-in-law back and see what's going on. Let's see, it gives me my little grade card with my little doohickey majigger. I don't even remember ordering this one, but it came in a box, and I should have put my glasses on. I actually have real glasses from the eye doctor, but I hate them. Okay. Excellent, excellent. Well, what grade are you? The last one told me what grade it was. I think this is a B. This is a B. moving up in the world. And you can register these stupid. Why would you read? I mean, these are like, I only bought like this one was like $9. I think this one might be 12 or 13. What is it? Oh, this is just the eternity band. Oh. Well, I have another one on the way that is actually like an engagement ring that I want to see if I like it. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm just not one for Lord, that almost fits my big finger. That's what it looks like. I mean, they're super sparkly. It doesn't go all the way around, which I don't mind that because sometimes they hurt when they do. But I mean, it's super sparkly. They do sparkle. I will give them that. They do sparkle. Am I sold yet on the moissanite? Not yet. Am I getting there? I don't know. The next ring will probably tell me if I'm getting there or not. Putting it with that one, it's kind of cute. That's cute. Not gonna fuss about it. But I want something to go on this ring. You see my big gem turquoise and my I wear personality rings most of the time, but I need something to go on this finger because my wedding set is way too big for me now. It did come in a very pretty box, though. I give them credit. I keep the box. I don't see the point in keeping, I mean, I don't see, what am I going to say? Oh, I got a $12 ring that has a card. I don't understand that part of it, but okay. I just don't, maybe I'm just not built that way. Maybe I'm just not built that way. I don't know. Okay, so new moissanite band to go with a moissanite ring. It has washed dishes a few times and had a shower and a bath and done hair products. And so far, it's hanging on in there. I can't be mad at it. So we'll see how the band does. And then I'm expecting in an... Oscar, what's the matter? I'm expecting in a more of a engagement ring style for this hand in a couple of bags. Now, if I come back on tonight, because I did a butt ton of shorts yesterday, if you want to go watch them in some videos. If I come back on tonight, we're doing the health and wellness price comps. Because I want to know if I am saving as much money as I think I am. Now, I did one myself with a bag that I bought of like dryer of washing sheets and floor washing sheets. And I was saving, I was saving about 67% compared to if I had gone to the dollar store and bought the same stuff, like to do the same thing. So I want to know if I'm doing okay on soaps and stuff compared to other platforms. So I'm going to be live with my iPad searching up other prices on the internet to see if we are getting a good value and where the values are in Temu and where the values aren't. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save money. I don't know about y'all, but I want to save money and fix my hair. I want to save money. So that's what I'm going to do. Try turning the engagement ring upside down. Well, the thing is, it's got two flipping, it's got a stone on either end. You see that? So it's got a point on either end. And so I do remember looking at a point moissanite V-ring, and I thought that would probably go with it. I don't remember if I ordered it or not. Do you ever do that? Do you like, I don't know if I ordered that or not. I do that all the time. And so I don't know if I ordered it or not, but if I did, we will definitely try it with this ring. I like it on its own, but yeah, I think it needs something else with it. So, but I mean, that'd do until I get the other one here and see what I think about that. I might want to put that band with the other one I get. I don't know. I'm still on the fence with moissanite. I like my weird, funky stainless steel wrapped gem rings. I'm one of those people. But if you have to go somewhere and look like Classy Nancy, I guess they're good. I don't know. Oh, and Mary, I wanted to let you know, I'm on the same health journey you're on. I have reflex sympathetic dystrophy, which is like MS on steroids. It's horrible. And so that's why you don't see me for certain days in a row, because if I go into flare, I'm gone. I'm in bed. Don't touch me. Don't look at me. Don't move the covers. Don't move the wind. But when I feel good, I try to do as much content as I can. I have been on a weight loss journey now because I'm no longer a surgical candidate for my knees. My knees are bone on bone. I was attacked with an axe when I was a wilderness camp counselor for juvenile offenders. Imagine that. I did get the other 13 kids to safety and the counselor, but unfortunately, he decided he was going to take it out on me. He got one lick in on me, and it crushed my left foot in the nerve bundle. And I had to have, I've lost count of the surgeries. I've had to have so many surgeries for trying to correct stuff, and it never would correct it. It made it worse. And finally, we finally got one sports guy that said he dealt with like the impressive rich athletes. He was like, you have reflex sympathetic dystrophy. That's why your nervous system is screwed up. And it's a neuromuscular disorder. And it also affects your autoimmune issues because it spreads to your organs. Mine is spread to my digestive tract, stomach, and pancreas. But I'm lucky because most people's goes to their heart. So not gonna fuss about that one. And I do pretty well after the nerves died. That sounds really bad to say. After 7 years, when the nerves finally began to die, things became much more controllable and I could function a little bit better. But there are still days that I don't walk really well and I'm very unstable sometimes. I fell a few weeks ago and fell right smack onto the hard back of that couch, and like I bruised my pelvis and my hips so bad. But most days I do really well. Now, this is coming from the girl who used to haul to break show cattle, shoe horses, and hunt wild boar, deer, everything. So I'm a much different person. But I did work for a decade almost with supervising murders with this disorder before they identified it. It just kept worsening and worsening. As soon as the Department of Corrections had a name for what I had, they wanted rid of me. So then I went to going back to working with juveniles, and I cannot get this earring open. And I finished out my last 3 years counseling. So, but I always did. I taught like cognitive behavioral therapy to the violent parolees for the parole board. So I've always done some kind of counseling or something like that. So that's why most of the time I'm very even keel, but every once in a while people tick me off and I just have to say something about it. So it's like a fart. Better to let it out than to hold it in. It is. It's very difficult. And like I was the girl that would help cut wood and help bust firewood. And when it came to like field dressing the deer, it was me because I had smaller arms that could get up in there. And so now I can still do certain things, but I don't trust myself to flesh. My husband still traps and tans and does a lot of taxidermy stuff that I grew up doing in my family, but I don't trust myself to hold those really sharp knives and flesh like I used to. Like I used to be able to flesh so quick. I was so good at it. And now I don't trust myself because I'm afraid I'll hit me. But every once in a while, my husband still has to come in and go, am I doing this right? And I'm like, thank God I'm useful today. So, oh, Mary, I think you're great. I know just a little bit of Spanish, but it's like the Puerto Rican dialect. Because I worked for a Puerto Rican man at a Paso Fino stables for a number of years. His name was Julio, but I called him, hey, Julio. And then I finally played the Ray Stevens song, Sex Symbols, for him, and he laughed his butt off. He was like my bonus dad. I worked for him for a long time. And when he passed away, his wife sent me his rope because they worked their horses. Those caballos worked they worked them on a pole with a rope. It's very dangerous, but it's oh my gosh, it's mesmerizing to watch because it's really good for the horse. And, he taught me how to do that. And I was always so thankful because I grew up, learning different ways to train. And I'm more of a friendly, passive, I become your herd animal and then your alpha mare kind of trainer. And he taught me so much. And then he sent me his rope. And when he passed away, he left me his rope. And I was like, oh, bless his little heart. He's a sweetie pie. But he came and we got a bay horse in one day on a trailer that was from a lady that wanted it trained, and it was like beating the trailer down. It like almost broke the trailer. We barely got it off the trailer. This is back in my wild rodeo days. I mean, it was a beautiful horse, but it was crazy. And he looked at me and he goes, that the horse that is a crazy galoo. And I said, no, it can be salvaged, Julio. It can be salvaged. He said, no, it's a crazy galoo. And I was like, no. And I said, can I work with it after hours? I won't bill you for being here. Can I work with it? He goes, you do whatever. Just don't get hurt. And I worked with it. And in 2 weeks, I had it doing great. It was ready to be saddled and rode. And he was just like, who are you? And then I told him who my dad was. And he was like, I want to meet your father. Because my father was like a really highly sought after blacksmith for a number of years in this area. He went to multiple states, actually. And so I brought my dad down to visit to meet him. And he was so awestruck with my father. The only thing he could say as he was shaking his hand is, your daughter is strong like a mule. It's like, really? It's because you back the truck up every Wednesday with 2 tons of feed and then you disappear. That's why I'm strong like a mule. No, I lifted weights in high school with the football team. So I was benching 150 when I was 14 and leg pressing 600. So probably didn't help because now I have muscles that pull me apart. They fight me, but I'm losing a lot of them as I'm losing this weight, which I don't know how I'm going to deal with because I've always been a big, squared up, burly, bring it over here and cause me a problem, son kind of woman. And now I'm like, I'm losing my muscle. I don't like that. So I actually slowed down and went back from the 7.5 to the 5 dose because I was like, I'm losing it too quick and I'm losing muscle and I don't like that. So my doctor kind of had a fit, but I don't care. It's all about me when it comes to that. So, but I catch some stuff you say every once in a while, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she is. I mean, you just, I only know just a few things, just to get by and to get through the, if we were to go to like a Grand National show to get through the grooms, to, get the information I need. And you speak so fluently, and I'm like, oh, I catch it every once in a while. I catch a little. No, I love that. I think it's great. And I'm in Tennessee, and he was just over toward Murfreesboro. And it's great to find such a diverse group of people, and we have a large group here as well. We have a Chinese group, and we love them. They actually are very prevalent in bringing people over here and helping them get their citizenship and leaving because they didn't like where they were. They bass fish. They're fishermen, and every time we go in there to get like a plate of food, we all have to sit around and talk like for 30 minutes. Talk about fishing. Well, you do. You speak very fluently. You have the sounds down. I don't because I still twang when I do it. So, but Julio thought that was funny. He would always put the phone in the basket on the arena when he rode, and it would echo. It would ring over the speaker system and echo through the whole farm. And I was watching him ride in the round pen one day, and the phone started ringing. He's like, "What do I pay you for? Answer the phone. Answer the phone." And I was like, "You don't pay me enough to answer your butt." He was like, "Oh." He pulled it out. He goes, "Oh." Answered. And I was like, "You didn't put it in the bucket on the wall, dude. I'm not sticking my hand down your pocket, But he was funny. He was a great man. And he had a dog named Buster, but you could call Buster Buster all day long, and Buster would just look at you. But you go, Booster, Booster. And he was like, hey. So I love my little Booster. And literally, even as country as I was, and that was Buster, but I knew he only responded to Booster. I would get there in the morning, and I would have to feed him, and I would literally be in the back lot of the farm going, Booster, Booster. So, but I love the pastos. I worked with a lot of pastos, and a lot of the names were really, really pretty. He had a stud once that we had to unload and keep and train for like 6 months, and his name was Fantocha. And he always wanted to strike out and try to hit you with his legs behind your legs when you were leading him. He would want to lag back and then strike out at you. And Julio said, bring out stud in the barn. He didn't trust any, and I have worked with boys. He didn't trust anybody to bring the studs in except for me because I could handle them. I grew up handling half-ton and ton critters my whole life. And I was bringing Fantocha in, and he lagged back, and I turned around and I stayed right parallel to his shoulder because that's the only place you're safe with him. And he started to lag behind, and I popped his chain and pulled him up, and he struck out. And I looked at him, and Julio was laughing because I had squared up to that horse, and I said, "You Fantocha me, I'm going to Fantocha you." And Julio's just dying laughing. He's like, "That horse does not know what you're saying." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, he does too." But that was a mean stud. But I grew up doing lots of stuff that I probably needed more supervision as a child. But my dad, he taught me how to drive machinery and shoe horses, and he taught me how to run a bandsaw, and he taught me a lot of stuff. He taught me how to hunt, taught me how to shoot, and he always said I was the best little farmhand he ever had. And he had a son, and I was the best farmhand he ever had. Hi, Lana, how you doing? So I really enjoyed farm work, and I miss it. And I cannot get this earring up and save my life. I'm going to have to find needle nose pliers, but I do have the one in, and it's very cute, and it does close and look like a heart in your ear. And we've got, now don't be scared if it's your first time catching me. I'm fixing to sign off, but don't worry, because when I come back, we've got this big bag of health and wellness and beauty items that we're going to price live. We're going to do comps. I'm going to have my iPad, and we're going to pull comps and see what they go for on other store platforms to see if we're saving money or losing money on Temu. I know I'm saving money on certain things, but I want to be sure about everything I buy. So we're going to do that live, and we're going to see if I'm losing money or saving money. I had checked your price adjustments today. I had almost $9 of price adjustments today. Sellers are dropping for the weekend. So everybody check your price adjustments. And these are my 2 moistenites so far. We've got a third coming in. I'm not sold on the moissanite yet. Maybe the engagement ring that I'm getting for my wedding hands is my wedding set doesn't fit anymore. Maybe it will change my mind and make me a moissanite fan. I don't know. We shall see. But I'm just not there yet. Now, what I'm going to do with the products that I showed at the first of this video, if you want to rewind and watch, I'm going to take my pink and blue ribbons and my iridescent bags, and I'm going to go and wrap all of the individual twin presents that I bought for my daughter and put together her mommy bag that I'm then going to take to the florist that my friends own, and they're going to cellophane wrap it and put a big bow on it and put some confetti in it for me. And we're going to ship it so that my daughter gets a surprise present, because she lives way down south, way down, like almost touching the ocean. And so I want to surprise her, and on her baby shower table that she doesn't think anything's coming from the family up here, I want her to have that big last present that's from all of us up here. And we're also me and Mom are trying to finish the twins quilts tomorrow, and I may record some of that for you all so that you can get a better grip on what my mom does, how she does it. She's a seamstress. She was an educator for 21 years. She used to sew wedding dresses. My mom is the picture of patience. I look like, I think the older I get, the more I look like her, but I really am my father made over. But I did get her love of education. She has her master's. She's a teacher. I mean, she's literally just 1 degree behind Dr. Jill Biden, if that tells you anything. And I have my master's in psychology. I just didn't know that I was going to end up with a disorder like MS that was going to shut my body down. So, life. It's full of surprises, and some of them stink. So, okay, I hope everybody had a good time. Roll back and see the stuff that I showed you today, and then we'll do the health and wellness. I'm hoping tonight, if I feel like it, if my energy levels keep up and I feel good, we'll do the health and wellness tonight. But I've got a few things I've got to do and take care of at the house before I can rest and then come back and do that tonight. I normally come on around 8:30, 9 o'clock because my husband works normally until about midnight. So that is my second wind, if you will. And that's when I get stuff done, can rest a minute, and then can come back and have more energy for you guys. So keep an eye out for the lives. Make sure you push the subscribe button and the bell button and push all so that you get notified when I go live. We have really fun lives around here. I do a lot of talk back. And some of the stuff, when I have to pronounce these products from way over yonder, it's a laugh riot. You got to come see. I make fun of myself. So you got to come and join in and be part of the family. YouTube has kind of stuck me in the corner of YouTube because they keep asking me to monetize, and I keep saying no, because sometimes I talk about things I don't think need to be monetized. I don't think money needs to be in the middle of that conversation. So they have kind of shoved me into a little corner, I guess, as a ramification of not paying their bills. But I just like good subs that want to come and have like a cup of tea with a friend and look at some stuff I've bought, or check out some craft works or some artwork that I'm doing, and see a snippet of Appalachia life. So there's a strong possibility also that I may have a video for my husband, because I'm going to tell my husband, and then if you see Trapper Dave come out with a new video, you can go check. This morning, he had put out a spray-proof skunk trap because there were like 5 skunks in this field where he was going after bobcats and coyotes and raccoon. And the farmer's having a really bad time with his grain stores getting ruined and stuff by these animals. And he's like, please just get their numbers down. And so David was primarily going after the raccoon and the coyotes and the bobcats. But then on his camera for like 3 nights, these skunks, like 7 skunks, kept trailing through. And he was like, oh no, because skunks. If you ever get sprayed with a skunk, Dawn, put it in your washing machine. Dawn, a little tad of peroxide and Pine Sol. Does it every time. You can pre-soak them if you want to as well. But he came in this morning, and he came in such a rush. He ran straight to the washing machine. I was like, where's he going? And then I heard the washing machine went. I went, did you catch a skunk? He said, yes, that stupid skunk got into one of his coon cuffs. And a raccoon cuff is when they stick their hand down in to get whatever food is in it, and it locks around their hand, and they can't get out, and they're stuck there till the trapper comes back. And a stupid skunk got into it. Instead of going into the trap where the skunks can't posture to spray, it got into the raccoon cuff and sprayed my husband. And I'm sorry, This is the second time he's ever got sprayed. And it wasn't a direct spray, but it was still enough to be like, whoo, buddy. So I laughed. I think he took some video. I'm not sure how much he's wanting me to share about that, but now if he sends me the video, I'll share all of it because I think it's flipping hilarious. But you can kind of see some of the funnier aspects of being a trapper, and sometimes the animals get the last laugh, and this skunk certainly did. And it was probably the most amusement that I've had all week. This was like the best entertainment I've had all week. So I laughed so heartily at my husband because them little skunks, they'll ruin a good set every time. But the farm owner is really happy with how things are going so far, especially because this winter none of the animals have moved correctly. Like you talk to any trapper this year, none of the animals are moving correctly. They're not responding to the mating season correctly. It's like they're off. It's like their bodies are not functioning correctly. It's the weirdest thing. I've been in this way of life my entire life. I've never seen a winter like this. The animals are not acting correctly. Like by now, at this time of the year, we normally have coyotes just running amok through our barn lot, breeding and just trying to cause an uproar because they're hormonally amped and going after each other. And we've not had the first one run through this year, and not even had anything but a bobcat and a fox get close. And they were not even acting as though they wanted to breed. They were not even acting as though they were hunting a mate. So something's up with the animals this year. It's the first year I've ever seen them completely like avoid mating season. Like there's no hubbub. I don't know if their tinder or grinder went down. I don't know. But they're certainly not doing what they normally do. And they're also not moving the way they normally move. And they're not denning up the way they normally den up. And that tells me that when the animals react like that, and of course there are no birds on this property either, those are two big issues. That either this land is very sick or there's something changing in the animal world. And the more trappers I talk to in this area, it's happening all over the county and beyond our county. So I think there is something happening in this world that the animals are reacting to. And I just want to know what it is. So I'm going to be doing some research. I've been talking to some people from the TWRA. I've been talking to some people, that Dan Flores guy that wrote that Coyote America. I'm trying to get hold of one of the schools where he worked, where a professor still works that studies coyotes in America. And I'm just really trying to understand what's going on in our wilderness, our wildlife populations, because nothing's acting. Not in the black bear. The black bear not even acting right. Oh, Kayla, honey, bless your heart. My sciatica. You got like a golden girl. My sciatica. The last couple of days it's been flaring with the weather's been back and forth. And I took a tumble a couple of weeks ago. Oh, honey, bless your heart. I will say that there are some stretches you can do if it's sciatica related. There are some sciatica stretches on YouTube that you can do that are excellent and will give you relief in about 10 minutes. Otherwise, it's just misery. And bless your heart, sweetie, I wouldn't wish that on anyone because I have that issue. I have reflex sympathetic dystrophy, and it's just every day is just I just wake up, wonder what body I'm going to be in today. Today I got a decent one. I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to try to get a lot of stuff done in the house and then hopefully have enough energy to come back and do a live tonight. So if you're still down and you're still not feeling good, look for me around 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I will try my darndest to make you laugh, Kayla. I will try my darndest. And you too, Lana. And we'll get Mary back in here and everyone else. So I appreciate everybody coming to visit me. I know that YouTube has me shoved in the corner because I refuse to monetize. It's okay. I don't want your money. I don't want your coffee. I just want a good quality sub base that enjoys spending time with me and that we're good people and we bring good energy to the world. That's all I want. I don't want money. I've never had a lot of money. I don't see the point in having a lot of money, and it's too late in life to change me now. I just don't see the point in it. As long as I'm paying my bills and I can buy a couple of stupid fake diamond rings, I'm good. I'm good. I'm married to Grizzly Adams. If the world collapses, I'm going to eat. He's going to find something. But I may not like what I'm eating, but I'm going to eat. I'm not going to starve. But, I'm just a bumpkin. I'm just a bumpkin. Now, I am educated. I have 3 degrees. But I prefer to speak my native language because it's a dying dialect, and I'm very proud of it. And sometimes every once in a while, you'll hear me sneak in some Cherokee. Like I was leaving I was leaving my nightly message for my little twins that my daughter's carrying right now, and I call them my little munchie-cheese, but I also call them my little usties. Usty is Cherokee for baby. So every time when I say goodbye to them, I also say Gagayui Usty, and it's I love you, babies. And so I know a little bit of Cherokee, not a lot. My great grandma spoke it a lot, but I'm just learning, like from the powwows and the tribe of the people that have really stayed prominent in my life. I'm learning a little bit like that. Like, I know enough that, Cherokees never said aho. Like when they come on these Western, aho, that's not aho. Hello is CO. So every time I watch Western, I'm like, that's not the right language. And it's always a Cherokee because they have a feather hanging in their hair, and that's a mark. Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman, I had problems. I mean, I liked that series, but I had problems with it because I was like, it's not aho, it's CO. CO means hello. So I'm fabulous. I'm weird, strange, and Appalachia says I don't belong in Appalachia. The city says I don't belong in the city. And so I just take that to say I belong everywhere I want to be, because if no one wants to accept me, then I'm going to make everyone accept me. That's just how I roll. But I supervised murders for decades. So I'm really like emotionally, I really want good energy, but to the trolls, I can get really dry and hateful sometimes. So, which is kind of amusing because the troll traffic is, I'm sorry, but they're kind of amusing because I just get a kick out of them. Just the mental, I know the somersaults they're trying to do just to come and bother me. And so I'm just like, that took so much effort from them, bless their heart. And then I kind of rip them to shreds. But hey, it's fun. They don't normally come back a second time. So, but I do live a very strange life. I am from Appalachia. We are very grounded to nature. I am part Cherokee and half Irish. We do live out of the woods. We eat venison. We're eating wild hog right now. We trapped a hog a couple weeks ago. Very close. We work very close with the Wildlife Resources Agency here, the game wardens at my house every other week for sites tags on otters and bobcats and stuff that, has to cross state lines with a tag on it. My husband has, oh gosh, he pays several $100s in licenses and permits every year to do what he does. And it's just, it is our passion to keep people aware of a healthy environment. Appalachia is still very healthy. It's got a lot of predator prey. There's some parts of the land that are getting where nobody's been tending them, nobody's been hunting them. They've been like farms that have shut down that people have now bought and opened back up. The land has gotten sick where the predators have outweighed the prey, and then the predators go after the farmers' cows when the heifers and cows calve. And it's just all about balance. We never trap to extinction or eradication. We always tell them it's best to trap and get down to a base family unit that you can respect and they can respect you and you can work with, and you'll have a much better time dealing with, a pack of coyotes that respect your boundaries and kind of how they behave, as to clear it, which just opens up your real estate for every transient and rogue to come through, claim it, and have WWE Raw SmackDown on your farm. So we don't go out to take every animal off the planet. We don't. And we actually trap very little compared to most. Oh, call her back. She's really about to call me. But we are very conservatively mined. Like we want conservation to be the prime component of everyone that steps out to the wilderness and learns how to trap, hunt, snare, do these things, and to be responsible. And every once in a while you have an idiot run through that just wants to, drag your way of life. And that's okay. I don't expect everyone to understand Appalachia, but I do expect everyone to put a wrinkle in the brain before they come and try to annihilate me with stupidity. Because if you don't put a wrinkle in your brain, I'm going to put about 4 or 5 when I come to my rebuttal. So I used to prosecute parole warrants for the parole board. I acted as my own attorney. I don't have the inhibitions of that badge anymore, so I can be a little turd if I want to, and sometimes I can be a little turd. And but most of the time I try to reach in the middle with them. But now if they're really hostile, these supervised murders, I'll stop that in 5 seconds. So I'm a very strange person, but I'm nice, mostly. And I normally make you laugh, and I will make fun of myself, and I love my subs. family. I've gotten very close with several. There's one that's just up in the next state, just 45 minutes above me, that I go and do like overnight trips and stay with. And she comes down here and does overnight trips and stays with me. So there are friendships to be made. This platform can be used appropriately. It can be a great asset for society if we remember that there's real people on the other side of this stupid little screen. So treat people well. If you have to smack somebody, do it with education so they put a wrinkle in the brain. They're less likely to come back and bother you if you make it a learning experience. And, just understand that not everybody lives the same way. But that's my Temu haul and my breakdown for the day. That's my soapbox moment. So thank you all for coming and spending time with me. Look back tonight. If I feel well, we'll start. We won't get finished, but we'll start the health, wellness, and beauty products and the comparisons between the prices from Temu and other shops. Be prepared. We're going to do it live, and I'm going to be just as shocked as you all when we find out if we're saving or if we're losing. I want to know where I save my money so I can keep shopping there, and where I lose it so I can alter where I shop to save that money. That's my goal. Pennies add up. So that's my goal. So come back tonight and join me. If you see me go live, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the all notifications. And I'm normally a big joker, so we'll come back and try to have some giggles. Kayla, honey, I hope you get better during the day and feel better. I feel so bad for you because I know what that feels like. So you try to rest, and if you feel like it or you need a laugh tonight and you see me pop on, come back and see me. And go and watch Retail Therapy on a Budget. Sub, give her support. She's so sweet and amazing, and she finds some really nice stuff. I don't go to all the corners in Temu. I need everybody else to help me. All my friends help me fill out my blind spots on Temu. So I appreciate you all so very much. Also go support Menopause and Madness, Shannon D. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I'll leave somebody out, but Menopause and Madness is blossoming right now, and I'm so proud of her. She's doing such a good job with her reviews and stuff. Go show her some love. She's a very chill person. She's great to end your day with. She calms me down, and I'm like, honey, you've got the heart of a counselor. I mean, she would be awesome in like a group therapy environment. I'm very impressed with her. So go show Menopause and Madness some love too. So go and show these gals some love, and I'll see you back here tonight. Oscar's looking at me. If I don't let him go pee, he's looking at me like he might damage some of the furniture. Well, that was a dry look. Okay, the Shih Tzu, the Pug Zoo, is gonna go outside. He owns me. I just sit here and open the doors for him because he doesn't have thumbs. Someday he might have thumbs, and then I'll be useless, and he'll send me to the pound. Menopause Madness is amazing. Jump scare. Well, okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Now that we're done with the jump scare, I'm gonna get off here. Guys, I hope to see you later. Thanks for joining me. Y'all take care of yourself. Kaylee, get to feeling better. Hope to see you later. Bye, guys. Okay, Oscar. Do you hear my dog? Okay, Oscar. He owns me.